Hello, my name is Rossella and today I'm going to do chapter 4 in this book. If you haven't done it yet, click on the red button there and subscribe to my channel to be the first one to watch my next video. You can find me on Facebook, Theory Virtuoso, or Instagram, Theory Virtuoso. You can also visit my website, theoryvirtuoso.com, where you can see all the videos that I publish. There are music theory videos to help you revise or improve your knowledge, tutorials on discovering music theory or grades, sample exam papers, musical quizzes to test your knowledge, and piano tutorials to boost your piano performance too. Thank you for watching. Bye! Chapter 4 relates to rhythm, and in particular to grouping. And in this first exercise we need to group the notes correctly given the time signatures that we have. Okay. In 3/4 we need to see 3 movements. The movements are the movements of a conductor. They are also the counting. 1, 2, 3. And we need to see them well separate, with some exceptions. Sometimes we need to merge 1 and 2. Or 2 and 3, indeed. Or the 3 of them together. Okay. A crotchet is number 1. 4 semiquavers are definitely number 2 because 2 semiquavers equals 1 quaver, and so 4 semiquavers equals 2 quavers, therefore a crotchet. Then we have these 2 quavers that make another movement, and here it is. So 1, 2 and 3. Next one, we are in 2 halves, which means 2 minims. So we need to see the 2 minims well separate. 1 and 2. 1 is here and 2 is in the rest of the bar. So whatever we can join, we do. This means that these notes share 1 flag and they have 2 flags, these 2 semiquavers. One, 2. Do you see that the difference between these 2 is a lot? And we group the things to make our reading more clear, to flow more. It's more smooth, definitely. This is the principle of grouping. This is why it is so important. Crotchet. Then we have 4 semiquavers, which make another crotchet. You're very welcome to use a ruler if you want. I've used it so much when I was in the conservatoire that I don't think I need it anymore. However, sometimes, you see, I'm a bit untidy. Okay, we've done 4 semiquavers. Then we have 1 quaver and 2 semiquavers. They share 1 flag. So we have this. Good. That's it. And this is the bar. 1, 2 and 3. Yeah? Does it make sense so far? Of course, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know also if what you've done was the same. And let's have a discussion about it. Let me know what you've done and why. I'm very happy to have a conversation with you guys. Next one, 4/4, common time. They share a flag and they have 2. And they are beamed together because these 3 items make a crotchet. So 1, 2, 3 and 4.
3 minims. This means minim because the minim lasts 2/4. This is the fraction that describes the length of a minim. And if we simplify it, is 1/2, which means that 3/2 is 3 minims. And I hope that this is clear. 1 crochet and the other crochet here. Now we can't merge them, but they make one movement, okay? Then we have the same, 1 crochet here and 2 quavers, and they make the second movement. And then we have the third movement, which is this minim here. And here we are. And this is untidy. Let me do that again. Perfect. Here we are. Exercise 1 is complete. Please let me know if this is what you've done. Exercise 2. In exercise 2, we are asked to tick or cross to show whether the bar has been grouped correctly or not. So the first example here is in 3/4. We have 1, 2 and 3. Can 1 and 2 be grouped together? Yes. Yes, we can. 3/2 means 3 minims. Okay, so 1 is here, 1 is here, and 1 is here. All correct. 3/8. Okay, this is interesting. This means 3 quavers because the quaver is 1/8, right? So 3 times 1/8. And we need to beam them all together. The quavers here are all together. Which means that in this case, this is incorrect because the right version of it would have been this. Okay, this is the case of 3 quavers in a bar beamed all together. Okay, here is in 2/4 is 2 crochets in a bar. These are correctly beamed together, but what about these? They form one movement and they are not grouped together, which means that it's very confusing because we have 1/2 here, another half of the movement here. So this is incorrect because the right version would be this. And then these 2. Let's have a look at here. We have 1, 2, so 1 minim on a side and the other minim on the other side. Perfect. The middle of the bar is safe. We can see it very clearly, so all correct here. And this is done. I hope I'm not going too quickly, but you will need to think musically for this. And also, another thing that you could do, guys, when you practice a piece, don't just look at the notes or learn it by heart. Try to engage visually with what you do, because that is the best teacher. The scores and music are the best teachers for you, for all of us. This is how I've learned it. So do engage, visually engage with what you're doing, and you will see that you see something odd if it doesn't look right. Okay? Exercise 3. Okay, in exercise 3, we need to tick across the box to show whether the rests have been added correctly or incorrectly. The first example is in 3/8, which means 3 quavers in a bar. And let's have a look at here. The rest adds up correctly, but do we see 1 and 3 here? No. So this is incorrect. Sorry, 1, 2 and 3. Because the right version would have been this. 1, 2, 3. Not the other way around. And this is important. We merge if it is possible, but if it isn't, we can't. In this case, it's correct because we have 2 quavers here and 1 quaver here. So this is all fine. In the next example, we have 3/4 as a time signature. So we have 3 crochets in a bar, not 3 quavers. So 1, 2 and 3. Yes. 1, 2. And why are they written as quavers here? We would only need a crotchet. Actually, this would be better because we have just the movements. 1, 2 and 3. So this is incorrect. And here we have 1, 2, 3. And this is incorrect for the same reason that this is incorrect. Because we would need to see 1, 2 and 3. The movements, the 3 movements. So this is incorrect as well. Same, this is the same. Okay, that's very important. How was this? Were you correct here? The rest and grouping of rests are a bit confusing for the students. But again, do have a look at the pieces that you play and see what you can find in there. That's a huge help. Okay, now that we have turned the page, let's continue. We are in 2/4, so 2 crochets in a bar, and we must see 1 and 2 as we see here. Here we have 1 quaver and another quaver, so that's all correct. Yes. Here, this is a syncopation, and this happens when a longer value sits between 2 shorter values. However, we can't do it with rests. With rests, we need to have the 2 movements, 1 and 2. If this would be a note, that's okay, but with the rests, we can't. So this is incorrect. And this is fully correct because we see 2 movements, 2 crochets, perfect. Here we are. In the next example, we are in 3 halves, which means 3 minims. Now we have 1 minim here, 1 minim here. And why do we complicate things by showing this crochet as 2 quavers? No reasons. We should have 1 quaver. Sorry, 1 crochet, sorry. So this is incorrect. Here we have 1 minim. Here we have 1 minim, okay. Here we have 1 crochet, and what's this? Why don't we have this quaver paired up with another quaver? This is incorrect. It doesn't add up correctly. This should have been a quaver. Rest, of course. Here we have 1 minim, 1 minim, and 1 minim. Great. Correct. Here we have 2 minims and the 3rd minim, so that's also correct. In the next example, we are in 4/4, so we need to see 1, 2 on a side, 3 and 4 on the other side, and this is correct because it's just 2 quavers that are just 1 quaver is missing here, so correct. Now this is a triplet, and 3 crochets with a triplet sign means 3 in the space of 2, so this is correct. Now here we have basically 2 crochets and another crochet and another crochet. We can merge these 2 into 1 minim rest, and actually this is better because it consumes less space, less ink, so this is incorrect. And this, here we have 1 crochet, 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 perfect. 1, 2, 3 and 4, yes, correct. Last one, we have 3 quavers in a bar, 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3, correct. 1, this is 3 in the space of 2, okay, a triplet, that's an irregular amount of notes. And this means it's like the equivalent of having a ticket, 2 tickets for 3 people, so you fit them in the space of 2. Another quaver here and another quaver here, so that's all correct. We have one quaver, and again, why do we have a quaver rest split in two? There's no need. One of these should be enough. So this is incorrect. And this is correct, because the semibreve rest is a whole bar rest, no matter the time signature. So we could be in 3/8, 4/4, 3/2, 2/4, 5/4, 12/16, and our whole bar rest will always be the semibreve rest. So that is correct. Exercise 3 is finished, and let's move on to exercise 4. If you have any questions, of course, leave me a comment. Thank you. In exercise 4, we need to tick a cross to show whether the grouping has been done correctly or incorrectly. So grouping here is paramount. Also, guys, you can find me on Facebook, Theory Virtuoso, or Instagram, Theory Virtuoso, and you can also visit my website, theoryvirtuoso.com, to find all the videos that I publish, to get in touch with me, and to see much more of just the tutorials on Discovery Music Theory Grade 2. Second example, we are in 3/2, which means 3 minims. 1, 2, and 3. That's all correct. 3 crotchets in the space of 2. 4 quavers equals 2 crotchets, and 2 crotchets here, so perfect. In 3/4, we need to have 3 crotchets, and again, why do we have 2 quavers instead of this? There's no reason, so this is incorrect. Too much space, too much ink, and too many items where we can reduce them. Whatever we can reduce, we do in music. Not always, but often. In 2/4, we need to have 2 crotchets in a bar. One is here and another one is here, because we have 4 semiquavers. Here we have 3 quavers, but why are they not beamed together? That's a bit strange, a bit unusual. We had to do that. We had to have this, so this is incorrect. In 3/8, we need to have 3 quavers. Now one is here, one is here, and one is here. Perfect. 3 quavers, yes. 1, 2 in the crotchet and another one in the dot. Correct. In 4/4, we need to have 4 crotchets. 1, 2, 3, and then we have 1 quaver and the other quaver. So yes, this is all correct. Perfect. That is all done, guys, and I hope that this was clear. Please let me know if not, and leave me a comment. Exercise 5, incredibly the last one of this very quick chapter. In this exercise, we need to tick the box that shows the bar correctly grouped. In 3/4, we need to see 3 crotchets. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, here we have, let's start from here. This is a crotchet, this is a crotchet, and this is a crotchet. This seems to be correct. Let's exclude the other ones. This is a crotchet and a half, and then we have these 2 on their own. No. Why a quaver on its own? That's silly. This is the correct answer. In the second example, we have 4/4. Okay, this is a minim, perfect, 1/2 of the bar. Now, this is a little bit strange. Why do we need to cross them, beam them all together? I don't know. And why here they are all separate? No reasons. Here, this is correct. Look, this is much more tidy than this and this. They are grouped enough to show 3 and 4, but not too complicated to like merge all together and we struggle to count. This one. In 3/2, we need to see 3 minims. Now here we have 1, Here we have another one, and here we have another one, but they cross each other, so this is incorrect. 1 minim, 1 minim, and 1 minim. This is the correct one. Let's exclude the last one. 1 minim, 1 minim. Why this is alone? If you don't see a dot, and if it's not a compound time, just be suspicious about floating quavers or semiquavers. Okay, this is the correct answer. And 3/8, we need to see 3 quavers. Now look at this. What is this? Why they are floating and these ones are not? No. Plus, in 3/8 we said that we beamed them all together, so we already know that this is incorrect, and this is the correct answer, because we see in one beam everything, the whole bar. This is how it is, unless it's complicated. So we have demisemiquavers, for instance. Okay, in this case we need to maybe separate the 3 movements, otherwise 3/8 is so quick that we just beam them all together. Okay, so the right answer is this. Also look at this, an odd number. Not good. Not good. Okay, that is all sorted, and I hope that it was helpful. Let me know, leave me a comment, stay in touch, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye bye.
Thank you for watching my video. I hope it was useful, and don't forget to share it with your friends. If it was useful for you, it will be useful for other people too. As I'm here, I'd like to thank all those who messaged me and emailed me telling me about their music life or the music experience or music theory exam. And a huge thank you to all those who told me that thanks to my videos, they gain confidence or a distinction at their music theory exam. Thank you so much. This makes me so happy. Now, if you want to find another chapter of Discover Music Theory Grade 2, you'll find it here. Thank you.